Angry voices banging at your door. What do? You call law enforcement, right? But what if those voices are law enforcement? 8 deputies in Dekalb County, that's the Atlanta area, are now under fire after they raided this home back in July. And the 2 brothers inside the home recorded what went down. And here's some of the video they've now posted on YouTube.
It's about 1:30 in the morning. They're still banging on the door. I told them over and over again they're at the wrong address. They keep yelling out 4663, and that is the wrong address. They are not at the right place. You're not at the right place. Please stop. There are about 4 or 5 officers outside and a bunch of cars. They're shining bright lights in my home. We're very scared, and we've called the police. We've called 911. No one is telling us what they're here for and what the reason of this is. We're very scared. We just want to have everything documented.
You hear that? Calling the police on the police. This family says they did allow the officers inside, fearing they would ultimately break down the door. Here's what happened next.
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything.
Mommy.
I'm a Christian woman. I haven't done anything.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're coming out. We're not doing anything. Please stop. Please stop. We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. Stop. What are you doing?
Wow. So we have 2. So you saw part of the transcript, part of the exchange there. Sonny Hostin, let me bring you in. Darren Kevinoki, let me bring both of you in here. Attorneys, wow. Darren, beginning with you, watching sort of the before and the during, can you just tell, just by watching that, did the deputies do anything illegal?
Well, it certainly seems that way if, in fact, they were at the wrong home, as it appears that they were. The way that they behaved is absolutely disgusting. And when it comes to law enforcement agents, we need to hold them to a higher standard. We expect them to have cooler heads. We expect them to behave appropriately in the face of all kinds of craziness. And when you see this tape and you see that it's actually these law enforcement officers that are fueling the craziness, it's disgusting, and the county better be prepared to write a big check. As far as I'm concerned, they need to pay for this one.
Let me talk about the county before, Sonny, I come to you next. We know that CNN has reached out to the Dekalb County Sheriff's Office. We haven't gotten a response, but here is what a chief deputy told our Atlanta affiliate WSB.
Our deputies were at the residence legitimately on a valid arrest warrant. I suspect that there will be some disciplinary action.
Sonny, what do you make of all of this?
Wow. You know, I think what we saw on the videotape is probably every homeowner's, worst nightmare. Someone coming into your home, not explaining why they were there, not having a warrant, or at least showing a warrant, because as I think Darren will tell you, your home is your castle. It's your sanctuary. So you cannot go into someone's home, even to effectuate an arrest, without an arrest warrant, without a warrant to search the home. And so I suspect that Darren's completely right. We're going to see some big checks. We're going to see some disciplinary action. But what we're not showing is these officers go on to really try to humiliate these 2 young men, one of which keeps on saying, I'm a college graduate. I'm just trying, it's my right to ask you these questions. And so I think there's a lot more at play than even what we're seeing going on here, Brooke.
What are your rights as the person on the inside of this home when you have law enforcement banging down the door in this manner, Darren? What can you or can you not do legally?
Well, look, your home really is your castle. It really is your sanctuary. So certainly there's what you're legally entitled to do, which is to, generally speaking, to keep law enforcement out unless there is a valid search warrant, some legal authorization for them to enter into your home. There are certain warrants that do allow the police to enter into your home forcibly, but unless that's produced, then you have the right to keep your castle safe. But all of that said, there's the legal and then there's the practical, and that's the thing that's so offensive here. Is here these homeowners are doing the right thing by trying to engage in a meaningful dialogue with law enforcement. They called 911 to see who it was that was there and to actually send the police to talk to the sheriff to let them know they were at the wrong home.
Right.
And instead, these sheriff's officers were threatening to tase, were doing things that were insulting, were using language that would cause us to hit the bleeper button over and over and over again. This one was so out of bounds. And this is why people are scared of government. I think about our last conversation about the NSA. This is exactly why people are distrustful, because of these kinds of abuses of power. It is disgusting.
And can you imagine if it hadn't been videotaped? I mean, thank goodness we're sort of in the era now when you can use your phone or you can use whatever you have and actually have proof of this kind of encounter. I suspect these kinds of encounters have been happening for years, yet we don't,
now we have the video
proof.
Now we have the video proof. This is stunning, and this story is not going anywhere. I'd love to talk to the people who took the video, and I'd love to hear more from the deputies as well, Sonny Hassan and Darren Kavanoki. Thank you very much.
Brooke.
You bet.
Fires burning.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. King JB Uncensored. The video that you just saw, I know it's long, and there's at the end of this video, there's going to be the actual whole thing. And so if you want to watch the whole incident, you'll be able to. But I want to say this. I want to say a couple things. This is actually my second time making this video, and I'm remaking the video because I noticed that me and Tommy Sotomayor, big ups to Tommy Sotomayor, go check him out on YouTube or at TJ Sotomayor. Always, anyway, I'm telling y'all that our video was almost identical, and so I wanted to go at this with from another angle, but I wanted to stick to my general script, which is about this warrant. And I think a lot of people out here are watching this video and gaining sympathy for these young men, and that's fine. But what you don't understand is that the mother, this punk-ass mother, put her kids' lives at risk. And as you're going to see in the video that I'm about to show you, this lady had a warrant, and she knew she had a warrant. And her kids knew she had a warrant. In fact, they posted it on the original video. I'm about to give you a screenshot, let you see some shit. But ultimately, I'm just going to give you my take on this shit real quick. Number one, the police are the most unprofessional, punk-ass police I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? To talk like that with people that weren't cussing, all them people in that house was doing was talking about their God, which, you know, I'm not a religious man, but, you know, those people weren't cussing and, you know, all that. You know, there was no need for all that. There was no need to sit there and call them fat. There was no need to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, punk-ass police is so fucking stupid. I know a couple of y'all caught this shit, but did y'all, the rest of y'all, did y'all catch what the police said? So you're 23 and you're 20? Are y'all twins? Anyways, I'm not even going to go into that. But at the same time, let me just say this. These police attacked these young boys. The boys told them, hey, I'm in college, man. Don't do this shit to me. The police could have been cool, man. But the police wanted these young dudes to live a life full of nothing. They wanted them, because now, you know, you lose college, you lose all this shit, you may turn to a life of crime, and they didn't give two fucks. And that's why I hate you police that's out there. You don't care, you don't give a shit about the futures of none of the people you claim that you're here to serve and protect, at all. All of y'all are suckers. Period. Now, at first, when I first saw this video, my heart was so twisted. You know what I'm saying? I really felt for the boys. I really felt for the boys the entire time. But when I saw the mother stand up in the video and tell us about how the police been messing with her for a long time, that's what a lot of criminals say. I've said it. To try to justify the fact that they always got the fucking police after them because they keep committing fucking crimes. And that's just the truth. Typically, if the police are still after you, unless you got some insider knowledge or something and the government's after you, if the police are continuously after you, it's probably because you've been doing some shit. They don't just come after regular people that sit at home and play Monopoly with their kids and shit. Let's be real. Anyways, man. It was a sad video to watch. I watched all 20 minutes of it, and it was definitely sad to watch. The dudes, I gotta admit, you know, I don't understand how a man can sound like that, but that's their problem. I do think they sounded a little girly. Here's the thing. If you know your constitutional rights, y'all gotta be strong on that shit. But where I will say this, I'm not a black man, so I can't tell a black man, hey, push on for your rights. Because we do see a lot of people get killed trying to push for their rights, especially from the black culture. A lot of black individuals do get killed for just simply saying, I know my rights. So I'm not going to even front and act like it's the same thing for me that it is for you, even though in a lot of ways it is, because I am urban, I'm tatted up, and I get treated like shit too. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, as bad as I want to say that you boys should not have opened the door, I understand why you did. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want them shooting you. But this is where that punk-ass mama should have stood up. She should have never put her boys in this situation. Now this young man, this young college man's whole life could go down the tubes all because this bitch didn't want to handle things the right way. She knew she had a fucking warrant. You could tell by the look in her eyes when she stood up and talked. That's a disgusting thing that she did. And it's a horrible, horrible decision to make as a parent. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a parent. I've done some shit before, and you know what? Sometimes you just gotta go handle your business and deal with the consequences of some shit you did. You feel me? That's what I mean. I've had to do it. People have to do that shit. You know what I mean? And to be honest, once we're parents, we gotta chill out. I did many years in prison, but as a parent, I ain't did shit. None. Zero. Because I know what matters to me. Anyways, there's just a lot of misconceptions of this case. They're trying to I bet you they try to solicit money, man. I bet you they try to solicit money. And don't none of y'all fall for that shit, because the fact of it is she had a warrant. The police were not at the wrong address. They tried, now, these punk-ass boys, these punk-ass little boys in there are trying to get our sympathy by saying that they was at the wrong address, blah, blah, blah. Man, come on. Don't fall for this shit. What I suggest everybody do is go to that video and say, you know what? Fuck what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? In the video, you want to sit there and whine and cry. But you knew, all of y'all knew the whole time they was at the right address. And for the people that don't actually read, all they do is watch your shit, they're still fooled. It's going to take my video to unfool them. And it's a shame, man, because there's a lot of cases out there that are real and that do need our support. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of put this out there, man. I just wanted to kind of put this out there, show people the truth about what's going on. Like I said, it's my second time making the video. I didn't want to come out with the same shit as Tommy. You know what I'm saying? You know, all respect to his work, and I don't ever want to sound like I'm biting him. You know what I'm saying? I know how, you know, it's just a respect thing. And so I know a couple of y'all have been asking me, where's the video? You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I appreciate y'all wanting to see them. I appreciate you asking me. But I just wanted to be fair to everybody around, and I didn't want to bite off anybody. You feel me? At the end of the day, though, I hope everybody sees things for what they are with this case. You know what I'm saying? They lying. They had a warrant. They were not there illegally. And that's the bottom line. And for anybody that falls for that shit that they do, I feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? You're not opening your mind. I hate police too, man. Y'all ain't the only ones. But since I'm a man that fights for our Constitution, and I do every day, that's why I do the Kingdom of Truth radio show. That's why I do this shit. For a man that fights for our Constitution, I can't let somebody drag that shit through the mud and act like they were violated, because they weren't violated. In some ways they were, but in terms of what they were arrested for, they really did obstruct justice. And the bitch really did have a warrant. Let's just keep it real, y'all. Let's quit defending people just because they got the same skin tone as you. Or let's quit defending people just because it was a sad story because the kid can't go to whatever, man. Let's quit defending people based on emotion. And let's start thinking logically, man. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying. I'm out of here, man. Hope this cleared up some shit. I'm out of here. King JB Uncensored. Make sure you stay tuned. Oh, yeah, hey. But coming up is the video where I'm going to show you what they said. And then you get to see the whole video after that. So don't cut off yet. My bad. Hey, what's up, y'all? As I said, I remade the video. But this is the one part I wanted to keep in the video so y'all saw. There's a lot of confusion about what is going on right now. Now, I want to show y'all, I want to pinpoint this out. All right, this is the original video that everybody has. The 1907 Dekalb County Sheriff's Department police brutality on my family. This is the original video. And you're going to see as we go through this, this is the person that uploaded the video. This is his statement. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that the police, and now don't get me wrong, I believe 100% that we're living in martial law. This is horrible. It's a police state, and the way those police acted towards them gentlemen, and in general, was horrible. But this punk ass mama was worse. And I'm going to explain to you why. It's very simple that she put her sons in a lot of danger. You could hear by the way she talked in the video that she had some legal issues. That was red flag for me, number one. So I already thought about it. But then I read what they themselves wrote. We're going to kind of go right here. Feel free to read along. At around 1:30 a.m., my family and I were awakened by the sound of loud and aggressive banging at our front door. The aggressive nature of the banging frightened us, so I walked into the guest room that looks over the front of the house. Anyway, I ain't going, fuck all that. I ain't reading all this shit. Bottom line here is I'm going to show you down here something that's very, very important. We're just going to start down here. The other sheriffs at this point are attacking my brother and threaten to taser him if he says anything else. It is this point both myself and my brother are both pleading with the sheriffs to stop and asking why we are being handcuffed. To the sheriffs that entered my house, entered illegally. I found out after they left from a family friend that they were here on an arrest warrant for my mother. Look at that shit. Okay. That is the reason they were here. Once they arrested my mother when she was outside, they had no reason to enter my home. That is, listen, I'm a libertarian. I believe in liberty. I believe in freedom. But let me make this clear. What they actually said when them punk ass police was in there about obstruction of justice, that's actually true in this case. They was there on a warrant. The lady was there. They knew y'all were there. And y'all wouldn't answer the door. Now, is it true that you didn't have to? Well, but to sit here and try to sell to the internet that they were at the wrong house, it was all a mistake, is a fucking lie. And that's what that shit says right there. Your mama even stood up in the video and began her little dumbass speech. And at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. She put y'all boys, her children's lives at danger. Y'all could have been shot by them punk ass police. And she stood there and let that shit happen. And here's the thing. I saw a news report, and I'll try to find it, that it's all over a 15-day late fine, which does make the police wrong. But at the end of the day, y'all tried to sell off to the internet that they was at the complete wrong house. Now, I actually study shit like this. I know what that means. I see it happen all the time where police do go in the wrong house and kill people. They weren't at the wrong house. They was at the right house. They was there to get your mama. Quit trying to gain sympathy from the internet. This is your own writing right here, bruh. Your own writing. And it says they had the warrant for your mama's arrest. And she knew it. You could tell in her eyes. Y'all knew that shit. But you want to post this shit on here after you, I mean, let's be real. Let's be real here. You did obstruct justice. They had to bang on the door an hour to get your mama. And that's why that shit happened with y'all. That's just the truth. Now, would I have done the same thing you did? Probably. I probably would have been like, shit, I ain't opening shit. But they did have a warrant. Do you understand that? You're telling people they didn't have a warrant, but yet you write right here that they did have a warrant. You're lying trying to get sympathy. I bet you're soliciting funds.
Never expected anybody to do something like this.
Right now, the cops are banging at the door. It's about 1:30 in the morning. They're still banging on the door.
Law enforcement can be sued.
I told them over and over again they're at the wrong address. They keep yelling out 4663, and that is the wrong address. They are not at the right place, and they will not stop. You're not at the right place. Please stop. You have the wrong address. This is not 4663. You have the wrong address. Okay. Dial 911.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. I gotta videotape this. So I'm gonna get off the phone.
Hello? I'm at 4563. There's a bunch of cops outside my house. They're screaming 4663, open the door, but this is not the wrong address. I've been telling them that for the past 20 minutes. They're screaming 4663.
I gotta get off the phone, Trish, because I gotta videotape this. I can't have another he say, she say.
Excuse me? Yes, they're outside my house. They're banging on the door, screaming, saying that they're gonna kick my door down. Right, but they're doing it so hostilely, I'm very scared, and they have weapons drawn. They have not told me what they're here for. They've been banging on my door since 1:30 a.m. It's now 2 o'clock a.m. They have still not told me what they're here for, and they're threatening to break into my home. I told them they do not have permission to come inside. There are about 4 or 5 officers outside and a bunch of cars. They're shining bright lights in my home. We're very scared, and we've called the police. We've called 911. No one is telling us what they're here for and what the reason of this is. We're very scared. We just want to have everything documented. They do not have permission to come into my home.
Videotape it as I come in.
Hold on 1 second.
Devlin, take this camera. Don't trust them.
I'm on my phone.
Take this. It's recording now.
Stop banging. We're coming.
Disgusting people. Disgusting people.
Do you hear me?
Videotape this. If I'm dead in the morning, you know why. It's because I do not trust the DeKalb County Police. This is retaliation against me for Sergeant James and the other Cowden trying to kick in my door. They broke my fingers last time. I've had a 2-year investigation with Internal Affairs. The last Internal Affairs investigator, Sergeant Benjamin, that investigated, they didn't. It's just a big farce. And this is harassment. I haven't done anything.
Sir, we're opening the door. Please stop. We're opening the door. Please stop. Okay, please stop. You're being filmed. Please stop. Please stop. You're all on camera. Please stop. We will open the door. We will open the door. We will open the door. Just stop. Who's the supervisor? Where's the captain? Okay, so please tell us why you're here.
I'm gonna show you.
No, just tell us why you're here.
Mommy, just calm down. I promise you, we'll get the money from down. Come on. Mommy, just calm down. Have faith in God. This is when we need to have faith the most.
Lord, please.
Name of Jesus.
Lord, please.
I rebuke Satan back to the depths of hell from whence he came. I rebuke Satan back to the depths of hell from whence he came. I haven't done anything.
Mommy.
I'm a Christian woman. I haven't done.
What are you doing? What are you doing? We're coming out. Stop. We're not doing anything. Please stop. We're not doing anything. Stop. What are you doing? I'm not resisting. We didn't do anything wrong, sir. Just please stay calm. Don't stay calm, don't say anything, say the Lord's Prayer.
When we come to your door, you dial 911. 911 tell you who I am. That's when you open your door. Get her out of here, man.
Why are you so aggressive, sir? You haven't done anything. There's no search warrant. There's no warrant for y'all to come in here. You were coming outside.
Hey, man, be quiet, man. They don't need talking. They don't need talking, man. They don't need talking. You a savage street boy, man. I'm gonna let you know that. You sit up there acting like that.
I'm a college graduate. We have not.
Shit, man, don't you act like it then?
Man, we are college educated. We are taxed by this. To our purpose. We have not done anything wrong. I just want to know why we getting handcuffs. I just want to know why we getting handcuffs. Lord, please. That's all I'm worrying, man. I don't know.
Police in your house, man. You open the door. Sit down, man. Sit down. Quit crying. Am I supposed to be sit down because I'm black? I didn't do anything. No, because I'm black and I'm black. Well, why not? Because you're supposed to open the door when you see the police.
Let me get that. Why you think you didn't open the door? Why you didn't open the door?
Because you know she's doing it, right? Oh.
We were for what?
God, I've been arrested so many times. I've never done anything. I've never been arrested.
That's what I tell you.
You told me you're going to take this talk. Well, he's asking us questions.
Be quiet.
Sir, he's asking us questions.
Don't play with me.
It's not bad. I'm saying you wasn't bad. You took a whole hour just put me on tape. Don't say anything against tape.
Both of y'all. Both of y'all.
Hold this baby.
When y'all called 911 and they told y'all, hold on, don't say that. And they told y'all we were the sheriff department, you think somebody faking the police? You think all them you think they stole all them cars like they were, hold on, I ain't doing shit. You think somebody stole all them cars like they were all them goddamn blue light flashing? Y'all really think somebody gonna impersonate the police that far? You think somebody impersonate police with all this shit? Come on, man.
Y'all already called 911.
We could have been
called
gone
911. 911 tell you that's the police.
We just tell us that lie.
Man, you said the wrong address. That's why we didn't open the door because you said the wrong address. We're scared. I'm sorry, but this doesn't make me feel any better about the police. I didn't do anything wrong.
He said to be quiet.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I understand. I really.
I wish I would.
Just don't say anything, sir. Please don't.
You say you're a college student?
Yes.
What you taking up?
I took a business.
I ain't asked you what you said. You was a college student. Now, what are
I said I'm a graduate, sir.
you're a graduate? Okay, I do apologize. What you took up?
Business marketing.
Where do you go to school at? You went to that prestigious school and you acting like this. You went to that prestigious school and you acting like this. How old are you? You 23? You know the reason why y'all might be scared of the police? Because when the police ask you to do something, you don't do it. Then when they tell you to do something, you don't do it. Then when they make you do something, then you got an attitude problem. Then you don't like the police. Yes, it is. Probably because you didn't do what they asked you to do. One simple thing, open the door so we can talk to y'all. You stood up there and yeah, I mean, being nice now, what's your way? Be the asshole you was before you did open the door.
Is this how y'all picture all of us?
No, we treat you how you act. You acted like a 2-year-old, so we treated you like a 2-year-old. You left out here. Stop all that begging, man. Stop all that begging.
Man, quit crying. You want me to be
Just stop.
I want you to be honest and quit crying.
Let me ask you a quick question, man. What y'all gonna be playing down there?
What is my little sister's playing thing? No, they ain't playing like that.
My little sister.
Y'all ain't getting on that though. I know you ain't playing like that.
Y'all really think all of this was necessary? Honestly. You really think this was necessary? Do you think this got to play out of hand by y'all not opening that damn door? Be honest with yourself. Don't sit up here and try to blow smoke on my ass because I've been doing this too long. This is ridiculous. For real. This is ridiculous. Like I said, stood up there and talked to the 911 operator because everything they told us, y'all told them, they told us on this right here. So it's recorded about you ain't gonna open the door. You gonna come to the door. You ain't gonna open the door. You understand what I'm saying? Everything you told them, they told us. So if you want to do something, be prepared to suffer the consequences. It's consequences and repercussions behind everything you do. Every time you went across that, it's recorded, young man. It's recorded. So we got recordings too. But y'all ridiculous. As a black man, y'all set up back 45 years by this bullshit right here. Y'all just set up back 45 years.
In 30 minutes. With some idiotic shit. Who else in the house besides y'all?
No, it's just a small dog, a toy poodle. There's nobody calling me. No, deep freezer. No, it's a deep freezer that's off the store. We unplugged the deep freezer from the store.
We saw you home. We saw everything down there.
That car stole? No, it's my mom's car. Consequences and repercussions. Actually, if you stole it, though, I didn't open your door. Treat you like you treat me.
Sorry, sir. We apologize.
Don't apologize now.
You know, it'll be real. I'll be hurt if you don't go to jail. I will. My feelings will be hurt if you don't go to jail. Where your ID at? Hey, stop crying.
Is there a switch over there for this thing here?
Yeah. Wait, where your ID at?
That thing ain't rolling some metal.
It's ID.
Where your car at? That car.
Yes.
Is it okay if my partner go in there and get the ID?
Don't worry about it. Oh, you tell me saved y'all for that little girl. You take that dog. I don't like putting kids, folks, in defects. That's what's saving me right now.
Which one of y'all are 20? You 20 years old.
He 23.
And you 23?
Yes, sir.
Oh, both of y'all can go.
Y'all twins?
Both of y'all can go. Okay, it don't matter.
Y'all ain't twins?
No, sir.
Here's what we gonna do. Just to let y'all know. I'm finna go out here and finna ask her. Who she want to get the child? Y'all thought we were playing with y'all. While y'all up there videotaping. Alright? Though nothing on these uniforms say security. Alright? When you dial 911, that should have been the end of that. You come to the door, you a grown man. So we're gonna treat you like a grown criminal. Alright? So you ride and you ride for instructions. Alright? Okay? We good on that? So now while you videotape it, you can videotape yourself making bombs.
Are you saying I'm going to jail? Like,
yeah, you're going to jail. What you talking about?
You say people that don't do crimes just go to jail?
It's a crime. It's called obstruction.
It's called obstruction.
You prevent me from doing my job.
Be silent. Be silent.
It's called hindering. Hindering a law enforcement official. You can Google it. You seem like a very smart man that made a poor decision tonight.
Sir, can we at least make sure that our sister is safe?
Oh yeah, more. Yeah, I already spoke with the neighbor. The neighbor gonna take hold of your sister.
Have to go to jail. How much you got to jail?
I don't know. We should have thought about that when you was up there playing around for the past hour.
Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Be silent. Be silent, please.
All right. So that's what's about to go down. So when I come back in here, maybe y'all think with your brains next time.
Just be quiet.
So, you understand that we've never been to jail before? This is how people go left. People out there really going crazy.
Hey, you might want to see brother. Be quiet.
Hey, you see how you feel? You see how you feel now? See how you feel now? That same stuff that's going through your head should have been going through your head of that one was beating on your door. Asking you to come and open the door.
Just have faith in God will get us.
College students, for real?
I'm gonna lose my scholarship. I'm gonna lose my scholarship.
Just have faith.
I'm not even going to college because I'm losing my scholarship if I go to jail.
Have faith in God. He will get us through. He will get us through. He will get us through. Have faith in God. Have faith in God. He will get us through.
Where did you used to go to school?
Oh, you used to go to school. Have faith in God. But don't be smart. Just have faith in God. He went to Gordon College, so.
What is your career? What you do, man?
Right now I work for Apple iOS tech support. I also do graphic design on the side just to, pay extra bills.
All them pictures and all that filming you was doing? Y'all done though. Both of y'all.
So you going to jail? Yeah, it's personal.
It's a lot of work, man.
Business over with. You put everybody's safety in jeopardy because you want to play games and big boy over here want a damn videotape. Y'all think that's funny? Stand up, man. Turn around and face the wall.
Man, y'all are special, man. I wish we could cane both of y'all though.
Y'all take these cuffs off and you know what you're going to do? You're going to sit down on that couch.
And the next time we come to this house, man, you open the door, we're going to kick the door down, we're going to do it real quick. This time we took our time. We should have went on and kicked the hinges off.